Good morning. As chairman of Cardigan's Board of Trustees, I have the privilege and the pleasure of sharing this exciting and milestone day with our Cardigan boys and their families. Before I share my brief reflection, I'd like to take a moment for a couple of acknowledgments. The first is directed at our graduating boys. Would each of you please rise? You're an amazing group of young men. I'm proud of you. I hope that you will reflect on your Cardigan experience and feel that we, the Cardigan community, stay true to our promise. The promise to get to know each of you and to love each of you. Though today you will give teary-eyed hugs and say goodbyes, you may not fully appreciate your life and experience on the Point for many years. For each of us is indebted to the tireless efforts of our faculty, coaches, and administration. However, without your parents and your family support, this experience would not have been possible. Your parents feel a love for you that is unwavering, and today they take pride in all that you've accomplished. Would you please turn towards your parents and recognize their selfless commitment and their many sacrifices. Second, I'm mindful that we gather during Memorial Day weekend. We pause and reflect on the sacrifices of our veterans and their families, and in particular, those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. There were many founding ideals and precepts, but none was more central to the birth of a new nation than the idea that we would be free to experience life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I'd like to expand on the pursuit of happiness. For I believe that the Cardigan experience, our boys' life on the Point, has established a foundational roadmap for the successful pursuit of happiness. As you reflect on your time at Cardigan, I hope that you will connect the rich and busy daily life on the Point with your pursuit of happiness. Please remember these things. Accomplish something every day. At Cardigan, we've asked you to make your bed each morning. We've given you daily tasks and responsibilities. In my case, upon awakening, I start each day with a prayer. I make my bed. Commit to yourself to perform one habit, one act of ritual every day. Learn something every day. I hope that you've learned things at Cardigan, that you leave prepared to be successful at your next school, but more importantly, I hope that Cardigan has fostered and instilled a love of learning, intellectual curiosity. Never stop asking questions, inquire, challenge, read, listen, observe, experience. Commit to a lifetime of learning and new experiences. Practice an act of service every day. Look around, be observant. This is the common characteristic of all happy and contented people. This is a big deal. This is the secret to the pursuit of happiness. And let me expand. At Cardigan, Coach Marion touched the lives of thousands of boys over his decades on campus. Though he had a quiet presence, Coach Marion was quick to pick up the spirits of a discouraged boy. He always seemed to be there with a reassuring handshake, a glance across the room, or a kind word. And his favorite words live on as his legacy: help the other fella. For me, I attended Jesuit, a boys' high school in Dallas, Texas. It was an incredible, informative experience. Much like Cardigan, there was an intentional focus on educating the whole boy, the mind, the body, and the spirit. The school's motto is Men for Others. Integrated in our senior year curriculum was taking one day each week away from classes to go off campus and engage in community service. In my case, I was fortunate to volunteer and teach each week at inner city school. These acts may seem altruistic, but for me, they're selfish acts. I've learned that I feel better and I'm happier when I practice these acts of service. To this point, one of my heroes, Viktor Frankl, developed an entire field of psychology. Frankl had the unimaginable experience of being a Holocaust survivor. He went on to write one of the most important books in the 20th century, Man's Search for Meaning, which I highly recommend for everyone. Frankl's seminal belief was that man spends his life in search for purpose, in search for meaning, and that happiness is the byproduct of living a purposeful life, of finding meaning in one's life. My final reference is to one of our own, Mr. Wim Hart. For over 40 years, Mr. Hart has taught, coached, and mentored Cardigan boys. Amazingly selfless pursuit, and we thank you. The final pursuit. Boys, aspire to be a good man, a gentle man. Most important, aspire to be trusted. For our word is what bonds us to our fellow man. Walk through life gently, with a grateful heart. We never know the silent struggles of another. If you want to change the world, express your humble and grateful heart every day. Practice acts and words of kindness. That's it. As you set off on life's next chapter, continue to practice these things. Accomplish something every day. Learn something every day. Give service to others every day. And aspire to be a good, trusting, and gentle man. If these pursuits become the essence of your character, your life will be well lived, and you will know happiness. Cardigan class of 2018, congratulations. You're an amazing group of young men. It's your turn to leave the point. I end with the words that are often credited to Mark Twain. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the things you did do. So throw off your bow lines, sail away from safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. Thank you.